Good morning, everyone. This is the news for Tuesday, July 15th. 9 people at a nursing home in Fall River, Massachusetts were killed in a fire on Sunday. The assisted living residence was for low-income seniors, and all of the victims were residents. Here's the president of the Fall River Firefighters Union, Michael O'Regan.
For many years in the city of Fall River, public safety has been a line item, and lives are a budgetary concern. Last night was an example of that.
He criticized the city's fire budget, saying what they had was not enough. The building was up to code and passed inspection last year. Authorities are looking into the cause and whether the facility had adequate staffing levels to help residents escape. President Trump is vowing to impose 100% tariffs on Russia if there is no peace deal in Ukraine in 50 days. While meeting with the NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, Trump also announced a new deal to sell top-of-the-line weaponry to NATO, including defensive Patriot missiles meant for distribution in Ukraine. Trump had been blaming both sides for the continued war in Ukraine, but has lately been putting most of it on President Vladimir Putin, adding he thought he had a deal in place about 4 times. Former President Biden says he made every decision on his own when defending his use of an autopen while in office. Biden made the comments in an interview with the New York Times. During his final weeks as president, Biden granted clemency and pardoned over 1,500 people. The Times reports Biden, quote, didn't individually approve each name for the categorical pardons that applied to large numbers of people. It comes after President Trump directed Attorney General Pam Bondi in June to investigate the use of autopen by Biden and to see if it was connected with a decline in his mental state. A wildfire has destroyed the historic Grand Canyon Lodge at the North Rim in Arizona. The Dragon Bravo fire has consumed 5,000 acres since lightning started the flames on Independence Day. The lodge originally opened in 1937 and was the only lodging inside the park at the North Rim. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs is calling for a thorough investigation into the federal government's response and handling of the wildfire. And the village of Dolton, Illinois, has purchased the boyhood home of Pope Leo XIV for $375,000, aiming to turn it into a public historic site. Mayor Jason House said a committee will plan its development. This despite opposition from residents concerned about village debt and infrastructure. Supporters argue the site will attract tourism and bring economic benefits. Trustee Edward Steve noticed the steady flow of visitors since the Pope's election, and Dolton City Attorney Bert Odelson told the Catholic News Agency they have spoken with the Archdiocese of Chicago and researched how other papal boyhood homes have been preserved. I'm Matthew Handley.